Hey guys, welcome to today's vlog. So today's going to be another baby watch style video. So basically where we're going to be going to the doctor. We're 39 weeks now. We're making progress, so could be any day. So I've been kind of keeping you guys updated. I'll take you along with us today. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're getting really excited, getting some discomfort, so we're excited. But real quick, I wanted to talk about this brand that actually reached out to me. I talked about them in a recent video, and I have been obsessed. So they're called Dossier, and they are actually a fragrance company that makes different fragrances that are inspired by high-end, like super expensive fragrances for like a fraction of the cost. They are super, super inexpensive, and they are incredible. The scent is long wearing, smells so good. It's just amazing, and my husband and I both are really impressed. So we've been getting the unisex scents. That way we can both wear them. They're so good. And so I want to show you guys the new one we got just the other day. We've been wearing this. We've actually worn it several times. This one's called Oriental Cherry. The bottles are just like really nice and kind of like luxurious looking. This is $49, and it's inspired by Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, which retails at $350. So absolutely incredible. I don't have that Tom Ford scent, but I really would like to go and smell it just for comparison. I've seen everybody that I've been watching different videos about Dossier, everybody that has the original, you know, the ones that they kind of take the inspiration from, everybody says that they smell like so similar, like exact dupes, some people say. I mean, they're really good, and the fragrance lasts a really long time. It's like the most long wearing fragrance. My husband and I have both loved them. So this one, Oriental Cherry, is a really summery kind of scent, I would say. It says it has like cherry, almond, and cinnamon. That's like the top notes, and so it smells amazing. The other one we have is called Ambery Saffron, and that one is probably my favorite out of the two, even though I love both of them. But yeah, like I said, they have unisex scents. They have just for men, women. It's incredible. And at a fraction of the cost of something that is usually would be super expensive. So anyway, the other day we were at the coffee shop for a staff meeting, and I was wearing actually this one, Oriental Cherry. It was like right after we got it. And one of the baristas literally like chased me down after I ordered and asked what I was wearing. And she could probably really smell it because Manny and I were both wearing it and we were both there. But seriously, I never get asked what scent I'm wearing. That was like one of the first times that's ever happened. So I highly recommend checking them out. I really appreciate them gifting me and Manny these 2 bottles. But I said in the last one, I want to purchase some for myself. And I want to purchase them for gifts. I think that they are really good, and I'm so excited to have found them. So anyway, they also gave me a code. So let's see what the code is. Okay, so if you want a discount on the already discounted, I mean, it's already like super inexpensive, so getting a discount would be even better. You can use the code MissRose10, and I will link that and everything in the description. But thank you so much, Dossier. I am a huge fan, and I definitely want to try some more things. So anyway, we're going to be going to the doctor, and let's get the day going. So we've been sitting in road construction in a town that has 12 people. You don't ever hit traffic or anything. We've been sitting in road construction for literally like the entire time that it was supposed to take us to get to the doctor. We live like 30 minutes from the doctor. So I had to call the doctor because it is currently 1:55 and we're not even on the highway. Once we get to the highway, we're pretty close, but we have literally 5 minutes until our appointment is supposed to be. That gives me so much anxiety. I hate being late to things. It's like embarrassing to me. It feels so awkward. And when I called, they said it was no big deal, and like there's road construction everywhere. They understand. Just like it was fine. Thankfully, we live in an area, like I said, that doesn't have that many people because they probably don't have that many appointments, and they can actually still see me, I hope. I mean, I don't know what we'd do if they, I don't know. I'm just aggravated, so see you there.
Have we said that already? Have we already said that?
I think we kind of thought that before.
But So here is the tummy. A measure around the tummy as well. It's a bigger tummy, which is good. And we are 713.
Okay.
Okay. Good deal.
We had a good appointment. Everything's still looking good. Healthy and fine. Do have quite an update. So, 1.5 centimeters dilated. Kind of expected. I didn't think it'd be a whole lot more than last week. Last week was 1. So, yeah, anyway, he said I'm 1.5 centimeters dilated. He didn't say anything about my effacement today. Last week it was 60%, so I'm assuming more than that. And then they measured the baby on ultrasound. We got a little clip. He said that he weighs about, he didn't say about, he kind of acted like it was pretty set, but I know that those can definitely vary. But he said he's weighing in at 7 pounds, 15 ounces, which I'd say is probably pretty close. I wouldn't think that that's too far off. So 7:15 at 39 weeks 1 day. They measure everything at those types of checks, like when they're wanting to get an actual size. So they don't just tell you a weight. They measure the head, they measure the leg, they measure the stomach, they measure everything, and all of that kind of works together to give them an idea, right, of about how big he would be, you know, if the head is big or if the head is small or if there's any concern. And so his head is pretty big, and I think he's actually indicated that before, that he thought the head might be a little bit big. So his head is a little bit big, but his stomach is not. Yeah, that's nice. There's a nice car, Dad, up here. But anyway, his stomach is not big. It's like, you know, not small or anything, but it's like an average. But his head was just measuring like a few days ahead. Not anything wild, but it would just seem to be measuring a few days ahead. Again, you never know. But he did say that actually for labor, I would kind of have assumed that that was like, would make things more difficult, a baby with a big head. But he said a larger head, you know, for that gestational age or whatever. But he said that actually that could make it easier, and that was actually the ideal situation. He said that they worry more about like shoulders getting stuck and stuff like that if the head is small, but that the stomach measures larger, because the head comes out, but then everything, like, since the head wasn't very big, you know, the shoulders can get stuck at that point. And it's actually more ideal, which it makes sense now that I think about it, that his head would actually be larger. That way, by the time the shoulders come out, there's not really much concern with them getting stuck. So that made me feel better, because that is something that I have, you know, has crossed my mind and everything, especially because he's measured bigger, and obviously we won't know until he comes out if that's really true. He's not gonna be like massive. I would not assume. He's just, you know, like a few days ahead. So anyway, and some things were not, like his stomach was about normal, like about right on where we are. So anyway, 7:15 right now, and he did say, which I wondered if this would happen. A lot of the time with IVF pregnancies, I always hear them inducing a lot of times at 39 weeks, but I know that a lot of people don't believe there's a reason for that. And so he didn't say anything about that, but he did say that because of the size of the baby, he said if he was, his exact words were, if I was sitting on a 7 pound 15 ounce baby right now, I wouldn't want to go past my due date. And my due date is next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday actually. And so the plan right now, which is wild to me, but the plan right now is, because I asked him how long would you let this go, because he wanted me to come back Monday, which was really soon. You know, normally we don't go that soon, but he wanted me to come back Monday if I'm not in labor by then, because obviously there's a chance I could be. He did a membrane sweep today. He swept my membranes and not trying to freak anybody out, because I don't like to do that usually with everything like that. I always think people are just dramatic, you know what I mean? Like, none of it is really that bad. Even like cervical checks, not really that bad. Uncomfortable, but not that bad. The membrane sweep, I'll be honest, was very uncomfortable. It was, I'll be honest, it was painful. I know it's going to be different for everybody. at this point in pregnancy, everything's just real sensitive and things get very uncomfortable. So, you know, it hurt really bad. I had a reaction that I never have to things like that. I like almost like wanted to cry a little bit. It was actually pretty painful, but that's gonna be different for everybody. I hear some people say it doesn't hurt them, so that just depends. It's real fast, like 10 seconds probably, and it's worth it if it throws me into labor on my own, because I've tried to avoid induction, but I don't want to avoid it if I need it. And that's what I told the doctor. He said, do you want to be induced? Because you can, after 39 weeks, a lot of doctors just do it for no reason. And I said, well, I don't like want to, but if that's the best option, then I do want to. I just want it to be for a reason, you know. I don't want to be induced because it's like, you know, convenient. I want it to be for a purpose. And I would rather just go in labor on my own if I can. So I asked him how long he would let it go, and he said that he personally wouldn't like recommend letting it go past my due date, because he said the size and everything, he could obviously he's gonna get bigger. And so the plan is right now, he said, you want to just go ahead and schedule an induction. If you go into labor before that, that's fine, but you want to just go ahead and schedule it. And I said, yeah, let's get it on there, you know, let's get it scheduled. So we're scheduled for Wednesday. And Wednesday is the due date, so he may just actually come on his actual due date. But we're scheduled for Wednesday morning, really early, to be there at literally like the crack of dawn. So they do inductions like that, kind of weird, but we are scheduled for an induction, so we will be having this baby soon. And it's kind of nice to know an end, you know, where it's not like just up in the air entirely. But the membrane sweep could put me in labor tonight. It could put me in labor tomorrow. It could do nothing. So there's just no way of really knowing. It gave me some cramps immediately. I told you it hurt when he did it. And literally before he was done, I already had like low back, like menstrual cramps is what I would call it, because that's how I feel. Like for a period, that's the kind of pain I get, is low back pain. So that's exactly what it felt like. And it still does, but it's not like, it's not intense, and I haven't noticed any contractions since that. But he just did it, I mean, like, not that long ago, you know. So, anyway, we are scheduled for an induction. I feel good about it. I think it's the right choice. I really do. I didn't want to go past the due date anyway for several reasons. With it being an IVF pregnancy, you know, the due date's very solid, and so we know that on Wednesday I am definitely 40 weeks pregnant. There's not any, you know, like, oh, maybe I'm not yet, like how it would be with a natural pregnancy. IVF is different, so in that sense, to where it's like we know the exact timing of my pregnancy. And when you go past the due date, it does get more dangerous for anyone, not just with IVF, but anybody past the due date, it can get dangerous. So I wanted to have him by then. There's that Schlotsky's place, Mom. And you know, I'm glad. I think it's the right choice. I really hope to go before that, but I think it's the right decision that if I don't, that we induce at 40 weeks. I feel good about it. Signed papers saying that it was fine, that I agreed to it, and all of that. So I actually don't have any more appointments. He was gonna have me come in Monday, but he said forget it, because what's really the point? Which he's right. I mean, if I'm not in labor by Monday, then what's he gonna do? You know, I'm not gonna be induced. He did say I won't be induced till Wednesday, but he did say that if I think I'm going into labor and like I were to go to the hospital like tonight or whatever, and I'm not actually in labor, that instead of sending me home the way that they usually would at this point, he said they would probably go ahead and induce me then. So if I were to think I'm going into labor and I go to the hospital, I'm basically having the baby no matter if I'm actually in labor or not, because he said we would just go ahead and do it. And if I do the induction, if I make it that far, I will definitely get the doctor that I kind of preferred for labor. I have 2 doctors, and they're both really good. I just kind of had it in my mind that I would like to have this one for some reason. Not that I don't like the other one. He's fine too. But anyway, that's what we're looking at, and we'll see. I mean, it's the weirdest thing ever. It could be in 5 minutes, or it could be, you know, in 5 days. We don't know. So it's crazy. But we won't go. Well, we won't have another Wednesday probably without him. That was probably the last Wednesday. Yesterday was my last, for sure, my last youth. My last time at youth, because we're definitely gonna have him by then, or at least be in labor. So Looking at baby stuff. That's so cute. Manny, how do you feel?
Literally any day. Literally any day. I'm literally being interviewed right now, huh?
Holding the mic.
I don't know. Yeah. Been waiting all this time, and now it's gonna be here soon.
The bandana bibs, we have about 5,000 of those, so we don't need that.
For like,
Like, I wonder about like nursing pillows too. You don't have
what
one?
did I say?
Pregnancy pillows? Is that what you meant?
Oh yeah.
He's having fun. He said, how come we've never come in here? I'm fussing you. In other words, Mom wants to come back here, is what she's trying to say. Look at that little boy thing.
That boys.
I think.
Yeah.
My goodness. We're large. That's cute. That's a really good price. And what did you agree with me for then? That's why I asked you.
Saying they were cute.
Golden Goose are like these dirty shoes that they charge a lot for, $500, but they're made dirty. Not actually dirty, but they look like that, but they're dirty.
Oh.
What were you saying about my cute baby?
I said, you're going to have a little tiny baby. It's going to be all yours. You're going to be carrying it around.
And who's he gonna look like?
You're going to be the cutest little mommy.
Who's he gonna look
It's
like?
going to look just like you. It's not going to look
it's
nothing
not
like Manny.
Yeah,
Just
it's a
like
he.
you.
He.
Where
And
are you going?
he's gonna look just like
Where
Manny.
are you
I don't know,
going?
where are we going? We passed up the store.
No, we're busy. We're recording. I just want to say thank you for letting me be a part of your baby being born. I love you.
Mom's gonna get to be in there too.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
I don't want to thank you.
I wanted some ice cream, so we're at Brahms.
Sure.
Getting some ice cream. I got you a spoon, but I guess you just didn't care.
Thank you, Rosie.
And he got ice cream. Mom got yours. Looks really good. Yours is a turtle sundae. I got the Oreo sundae, candy bar sundae.
I just got vanilla.
Vanilla cone with the waffle cone.
It tastes good. Some good vanilla.
Good morning, everybody. No baby yet. We're still going. We're still moving. And I'm honestly feeling decent this morning. I have some makeup left over, but feeling decent this morning. It's so strange because it really does come in waves right now. Like some moments I'm like, there's no way I'm making it 5 more minutes. Like I'm about to go into labor for sure. Some days are like that, like all day I'm like, yeah, this is happening. And then the next day, just kind of better. Yesterday, I was like, yeah, it's soon. After he swept my membranes, I was like, I just did not feel good the rest of the day. I was crampy all day. Lightning crotch was on a new level. I was just like, yeah, it's happening. And then this morning, I'm a little bit like sore, but like I feel better, and then probably later today it'll change again, so it's like really weird, just kind of a mind game at this point, but we'll see what happens. So I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you for watching this vlog. Let me know in the comments if you are you know, I know I've gotten some comments recently from some other mamas that are waiting for their babies, or I know I get a lot of comments from people going through fertility treatments and things like that, and I just love to connect. If you don't know, we did IVF. I think you probably know if you're watching this, but we did IVF, and we have a whole docu-series on that on this channel, and so I just love to connect with people, and yeah, so anyway, if you're waiting for a miracle, it's coming, and better days are ahead. Trust me. I am proof of that. There are better days. I never imagined. There was seriously days when I never could have imagined that I would be standing here at 39 weeks and 2 days pregnant waiting for a baby to be born, but here we are. So thank you guys for watching and supporting. Remember, you are incredible. Jesus loves you. We'll see you in the next one. Maybe it'll be a labor vlog. Bye, guys.